Hi, honeys. Hi. Welcome. Hi. Hello. So, I just had a fucking crash out. I had a crash out on myself, right? I had to crash out on myself because sometimes, right, people need to be told, I need to be told, you fucking little crybaby fucking bitch, get out of your fucking feelings. Get the fuck up and go do something. Stop it right now, Megan. It has been 24 hours. Nothing you fucking do or say is going to change the situation. So, you dealt with it, now get the fuck up and move the fuck on. No reason to sit in your own fucking pity. My thoughts, my opinions, crash out on me. Okay? I'm good. How are you? There's no reason for it. There's absolutely no reason for it. Okay, fine. Go through what you're fucking going to do, deal with it, and then move on. No reason to hold on to it and let it fucking just contain you. I'm crashing out on myself. I love your face too. I love your face too, right? I had to go back, right? And I watched my videos. I'm not stuck in the snow anymore. No. I went back and I'm not playing. Call me a fucking narcissist or self-centered or selfish or whatever word you want to use. I had to go back to my page on my YouTube, on my TikTok, in my iCloud, and watch my videos for the past hour and a half. That is what I have been doing. You know what? I'm fucking funny. I am so funny. I can't even handle it. I usually don't watch my videos, right? I usually don't watch my stuff unless I'm downloading it, and then I'll only watch it long enough until it downloads, and then I'll upload it to you guys, right? But to sit and watch my videos, I don't do that. I'm a funny bitch. I'm so funny. And to actually see, right? To see me being that fun, laughing, joking, hilarious person and laying in bed, feeling fucking sorry for myself, I was like, wait a minute. This isn't fucking you. Get your fucking ass up out of that fucking bed right now and go laugh at somebody. So I had to crash out on myself. I just was in the bedroom and I told Papa the Man, that's fucking it. I'm done. I'm so done being a crybaby fucking bitch. I'm going live. He was like, thank God. So hi, I'm back. Megan's back to normal. I don't want to talk about it. No, I don't want to talk about. Don't ask me what was wrong. I'm happy. Don't put me back there. If you watch my last 4 videos, you'll know why I was in my feelings for the past 48 hours. But it's okay. Hi, honeys. What are you guys doing? That was a fun little crash out too, right? I had to finish it. I had to finish my crash out. So we are going to... Did everybody see my live this morning? Right? You were chilling with Alyssa. Yeah, everything's fine. Nothing to see here. No. Don't know what you're talking about. Megan, who, what? If you haven't, if you weren't one of the few, the lucky few that were in my live this morning, I'm safe. I'm home. Everything's good. And you would like to see it, right? Because you never know what's gonna happen in Megan's live. What Megan moment is Megan gonna have freaking today, right? I did upload it to my YouTube. It's actually quite funny if you have a sense of humor and you think I'm fabulous, right? I highly, highly, highly encourage everybody to go over there and watch it. Because you know what happened? Aw, thank you, Auntie Linda. I see you, baby. you know what happened? Megan, right? Megan slept all day long yesterday, right? I woke up long enough to take care of what I had to take care of, and that was it. And then I came back, and I laid in my bed, and it was, right? Woke up, ate pizza, went back to bed. So I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I had a nice peaceful life. We watched the fireplace, we drank coffee, I talked about some things, whatever, right? I thought it was going to be a wonderful idea to go watch the sunrise, as we do sometimes, right? I think Trixie needs to tell this story. I think Trixie needs to tell the story, because this is just so funny. So I tell my people, okay, I'll be back. I have to end it. I got to go start my car. I got to go brush the snow off of it, because there was, probably, how much do I think there was? There's probably at least 6 inches of snow. At least. Babe, is it 6 inches? At least 6 inches of snow. So I went out there, and I got the shovel, and I had to shovel my deck, and I had to shovel my sidewalk to get to my car, right? So then I took the broom with me, right? Because I had to, broom off the car, because I don't own a snow brush. I use a broom. Why not, right? Why waste $5.99 on a snow brush when you have a fucking broom? Oh, thanks, baby. Thank you. So, so when I was done brushing my car off, I just thought, I'm just going to throw it in the back seat, and then whenever I get done, I'll just take it back up to the house. No big deal. Instead of making 10,000 trips. So I was like, okay, no big deal. So I got my broom, I got my dog, I got my coffee. No, I don't even have my coffee. I forgot my coffee. I forgot my coffee at the house. So I was like, oh, shoot, I need a coffee. Got halfway, not even halfway to where I was going. I got to the gas station. And I was like, I don't have my coffee. So I pulled over, got my coffee, and I got one of the big, you guys know when I go to get the gas station coffee, you guys know what kind of coffee I'm talking about, right? The big freaking, what was it, 42 ounces, 46 ounces? Something like that, whatever. The extra large where you get the fountain pops, right? So I take the fountain pops extra large, but I fill that bad boy up with coffee. So I got one of those. And I was like, all right, I got my coffee, I got my phone charger, I got my dog, I got my smokes, I'm good to go. I'm rocking and rolling, driving down the street, and it's fucking snow's blowing east to the west, to the north, to the south, it's just out of control. And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it, Megan. You'll be fine. You're in a car, and it's a newer car, and you got good tires, and So I get to the place where, I normally go, right, where we normally sit. And the plow was actually in front of me. So I was like, oh, perfect. I'm going to drive down this long country road, and the plow's in front of me, and I'm going to be fine. We're not going to get stuck. We're not going to, right, what could go wrong, right? So he plows in front of me, and then I pull up to the spot where I normally pull in. Well, the plow had plowed all that snow into the side, so I couldn't drive into it. And there was so much freaking snow on the ground. I didn't even know where, I didn't even know if it was a field or if it was the actual, it's a gravel road is what it is. It's not like a road. It's a gravel drive-through is what it is, right? So it's not even like a road with a road sign. So I didn't know exactly where to turn in at, right? Because I really don't pay that much attention when I drive. I just kind of oh, there's a spot. Let's go. So I'm like, well, shoot. I don't know where to pull in at. I have to find a new spot. That was the worst decision of my life. Not even playing. So since the plow truck had plowed the roads, I just kind of did a U-turn. A U-turn, I just turn around in the middle of the country roads, not busy roads. Everybody who's in the country knows there's nothing but fucking cornfields and cows in Indiana, right? The country roads. So I just kind of turned around and went back, and I was like, okay, well, we could do this. So I came upon this road, right? And the road turned the same way the sunrise was supposed to rise. That actually didn't rise because it was so cloudy out from all the freaking snowstorm, right? So I actually turned down this road, but it wasn't plowed yet. I turned down a country road with 6 inches of snow that it wasn't plowed yet. And I was just like, yeah, we got this. Don't worry about it. Right? So I'm driving. I'm like, oh, shoot, man, there's not even tire marks. Like, I'm the first person to drive down this road. Like, am I even on the road at this point? Like, what if I'm in the field? Like, I don't even know. Just keep driving freaking straight, right? And there's these houses, and you could see, so you can see the houses, and you can see, like, the driveway, and, like, you can see a little bit of the path, but, like, because they're, like, back in the fields in the country, right? So once, like, the driveway got, like, closer to the road, you couldn't see it. You couldn't see the road, right? So I was like, well, there goes another driveway. I could have pulled down. There goes another driveway. So I was like, well, that looks like a good one. Minor details. So I was like, oh, that looks like a good one. So I pulled forward, like I passed it up, right? I passed up my entrance that I was going to park at. I passed up my entrance and I put it in reverse, right? I have on my car, I have a rearview mirror, a camera on my, and it shows on my dashboard and everything. So I was like, oh, don't worry about it. You got this, Megan. Just look at the fucking camera. Okay. So put it in reverse. I'm like looking at my camera. I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. And I hear boom, boom. And I was like, oh, what just happened? I'm like, I didn't hit anything because if I were to come close to an object, my car beeps, right? There's a motion sensor on my camera that when you get close to an object, it beep, 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 beep. And that's how you know you're coming so close to hitting an object. So that didn't even go off. So I was like, well, I didn't fucking hit nothing because I didn't hear any beeps. But oh shit, I'm stuck. So I hurried up, right? Like as I'm rolling backwards, I hurried up and put it in the drive thinking it will rock out. And I put it in the drive and I fucking punched the fucking gas, right? I just fucking was like, Argh! And my tires just, and I was like, no! So I put it in reverse really fast and it was just like, and I was like, oh shit, we're stuck. At 6:30 in the morning, everybody. 6:30 in the morning, mind you. 6:30 in the morning. I'm stuck in somebody's driveway that I have no clue who lives here with my coffee and TikTok. Oh, it was fabulous. It was quite entertaining. So what did I do? I enjoyed my morning. I enjoyed the morning. I did. Somebody, I think her name was Heather, I believe, was the first one to say that. She was like, Megan, take your floor mats and put them in front of your tires if you're going forward, and then put them in the back of your tires if you're going backwards. And I was like, oh, wonderful idea. Like, I never thought to do that, right? Like, I don't do that. I don't do that. I get stuck in the snow and I call popular demand. Like, hey, babe, I'm stuck. Or, whatever. The kids used to freaking shovel us out. We used to figure it out. I never did that. The whole time living in the north, right? I never knew to take out the car mats and put them under the tires to get it. Hi. So I did it. I tried it. And nope, it didn't work. It didn't work. Mm-mm. And mind you, I was in tennis shoes and a pair of capris and just a hoodie. Okay, so this is what I'm wearing, right? This is what I'm wearing. So as I'm getting out of my car, the snow is up to my car door, right? I open up the car door and I'm moving snow out of the way to get out of my car. Right? Moving snow out of the way to get out of my car. And I'm stepping in snow with capris on and freaking tennis shoes. Like, who does that? Who says, let's go watch the sunrise at 6:00 in the morning and puts on capris and tennis shoes? When you know there's 6 feet of snow outside, why not put on boots, Megan? Why not be prepared? Why not get a hat? Why not get a glove? Why not get a blanket? Why not bring a scarf? Why not bring a shovel just in case you need it? Story time with Megan, isn't it great? So, all the lovely people that were in my live this morning did a wonderful job of keeping me calm. Keeping me calm and trying to help me figure this out, right? They were like, oh, just rock it. Oh, just put it in neutral. Take your tires. Do this. Do that. So I have I have my broom. I have my broom with me, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go out and I'm just gonna fucking sweep because the snow. It was very light and very fluffy snow, right? It wasn't that hard ice compact snow. It was very light, very fluffy. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go out. I'm just gonna sweep the snow, sweep the snow out of my car. No big deal. Blah 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 blah. So I did. I got through the tires, right? I dug out my tires. My tires weren't even. It wasn't my tires. My tires weren't stuck. It wasn't in a little hole or off the side of the road or anything. Nope, it wasn't my tires. So I'm out there digging around. It is freaking cold. It is still snowing. And I get my tires all like unsnowed out. So I go back in my car and I put it in drive and I try to like get it going and my tires just, and I was like, fucking great. Like, what is it? Maybe I missed something, right? So then I take my broom and I use the other end of the stick, not the broom part, but the stick part. And I'm like jabbing it in between the tires and breaking up like what the tires are spinning on. And I take my broom and I sweep it out and I do that to like all four of my tires. And mind you, my puppy, right? My puppy is in the front seat the whole entire time. Just watching me, just looking out the window like, Mom, what are you doing? So then I go out there and I'm like beating the snow out of my tires and I'm cussing and I'm mad and I'm cold and like ice chips are falling from my nose and just wiping my snot on my sleeve and everything. It was horrible. It was horrible. So then I go back in my car and I'm spinning the tires and I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not even messing with it. I'm just gonna enjoy the sunrise. I'm drink my coffee, talk to my people, and just enjoy the morning. He was such a good boy. He sat there the whole time. So then I'm talking to my people and they're, I'm laughing, making jokes and whatever. So then, the sun, right? It's past the sun. The sun was supposed to rise at 7:00. The sun was supposed to rise at 7:00 and here it is 7:15. And I'm like, where is the sun at? I went through all of this for you, TikTok, and there's no fucking sun. Like, how disappointed were you guys this morning? Expecting a beautiful sunrise, which, we have beautiful sunrise on the countryside, and there was no sun. Because it was cloudy and snowy, right? Why didn't I think of this before I left this morning? Wait a minute, Megan, there's a snowstorm out there. There's not going to be any sun this morning. Oh, man. So sorry about the sunrise this morning, everybody who was there. Puppy! I gotta let my puppy up. Please hold. Back door. Come here. How long do you think it's gonna take before he starts barking, TikTok? I give it 45 seconds. Yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. You remind me. I did. I really wasn't worried about it. I was like, well, if I have to call off of work because I'm stuck in the snow, oh well. Oh well. Hi, honeys. So, anyways, where was I at? Oh, watching the sunrise, right? Sunrise. There was no sunrise. Very disappointed. I was highly upset about that. I was a little discouraged about that, but it is what it is. So then, right, sunrise is at 7:15. I'm like, oh man, it's 7:15. I have to be at work at 9 o'clock, right? And I'm stuck in the snow. So I'm like, let's get out there and try again.
You ain't going outside.
I'm not.
You're grounded.
What do you mean, babe? We can't watch any more sunrises?
No, you're done. You're cut off.
Oh, he was so mad. Do you want to tell TikTok how you behaved this morning?
I didn't behave anyway. I woke up, fucking had to go get you. What do you mean I behaved?
Oh, Violet, there was no sunrise, honey.
No, there was a fucking blizzard going on outside.
There was a blizzard.
A fucking foot of snow, and she thought she was going to see the sunrise. What the hell's wrong with you, woman?
So, 7:15, I'm like, okay, it's 7:15. I have to do something. Like, I have to get some kind of fucking play into action because I have to be at work at 9. So I decided to go out there again and, dig up underneath my car. Okay, here's what it was, TikTok, ready? Snow was so deep that this was the bottom of my car and this was the snow. So the snow was holding the car, the base of the car, from moving. It wasn't my tires. My tires were just spinning, but it wasn't going anywhere, right? So it was the base of the car. So I thought it would be a brilliant idea to get my broom and, broom out all the snow from underneath the car, right? So I was doing it on my knees, and I have jeans on. I had jeans on, right? And I was like, man, it's freaking cold. Like, it's so cold. So I would get under there and broom out one side of the car, and it would get so cold I have to go back in my car, warm up. So then a couple of minutes later, okay, fine, I would go out and do it again. And I did that like 4 times before I even thought, Megan, you have mats on the bottom of your car. You could take the mats and put them on top of the snow, and then sit your fat ass on top of the mats, and then dig out the snow like that, and then your jeans won't get all wet. But it was already too late, right? It was already too late. I was already frozen and snow and wet, and it just... But I did that anyways. I was like, okay, we're going to try that, right? And it was so bad. Like, I ain't playing TikTok. When I tell you I was like on my head, like on my knees, on my head, shoveling from underneath my car to get my car to move. Like, I'm telling you, if I could reenact it, I would, right? So I did that a couple times, and I'm in and out of the car, and TikTok's watching the sun not rise because it's freaking a snow blizzard out there. So then I was like, somebody please send an SOS. Come get me. Like, I'm fucking stuck. I have to be at work in an hour. I still gotta go home, take a shower. I'm stuck in the snow. Like, what am I gonna do? Please send an SOS. Right? Waited, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes. No SOS came. No SOS came. So I was like, oh, I have to call Popular Demand. That was my last resort, right? Like that was it. I did not want to call him, and I did not want to wake him up at 45? Whatever time it was, at 7:30, 7:40. Like, I knew, right? And let's be real, ladies, right? And men in the chat, right? If you get a phone call at 7 or 7:30 in the morning from your significant other waking you up, talking about, I'm stuck in the snow, come get me, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. And especially, like, it's not even like, it's not even like I had to leave the house. Like, I knew what I was going to. I knew I was getting myself into. I knew, like, he was not happy. He was not happy at all. And I was like, babe, I'm in my feelings. Stop being mean. I just wanted to watch the sunrise. Your husband would have been upset, right? Your husband would have been upset. I know I would have been. What do you, me? If that was me, I'm this type of person. I would have been like, how much gas you got? Does the heat work? Okay. You just sit there, and when I'm ready, I will come get you. Hi, honeys. Right? I had half a tank of gas. My heat worked. I had half a pack of cigarettes and a full cup of coffee. I was good. I was in no hurry to fucking go anywhere except for I had to go to work. We're laughing right now about it. We are laughing right now about it. And then, like, oh, it's so funny because I had to go to work, right? And I said to him, I was like, all right, babe, I'm ready to go to work. And he was like, I have to take you. And I was like, do you really want me to drive to work this morning? He was like, yeah, you're right. You're not driving anywhere. My husband would have said, I've made the decision to go make the decision how to get out of it. Right. Yes. So anyways, I called him, I don't know how many times, 3 times. I called Stinky, tried to wake her up to go wake Dad up. They weren't answering their phones, and I was like, oh man, like, so whoever I wake up is gonna be mad. Like, I can imagine Stinky. Could you imagine if I would have called and woke her up and been like, Stinky, Mom's stuck in the snow. I need for you to wake up to go wake up your dad and tell your dad. Oh, that teenager would have been like, no, I'm not doing it. That teenager, nope. She'd be like, no, you made the decision to go in a foot of snow. You stay there. She would have told me that. I'm not even playing. She would have told me that. So anyways, I called him, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. Finally got a hold of him. Hi, Bob. How are you? Finally got a hold of him. I was like, babe. He's like, what's wrong? And I was like, everything's fine. I'm just stuck in the snow. What the fuck you mean you're stuck in the snow? Why'd you leave the fucking house? There's a foot of fucking snow. I was like, stop yelling at me. I just buried my dog yesterday. I just wanted to watch the sunrise today. I'm all in my feelings. Leave me alone. And then he hung up on me. I was like, okay, fine. At least he's awake and he knows where he, And the thing is, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah. Here's the thing. So when we normally go for our sunrise lives, I always go to the same spot. Like, he knows what spot I go to, right? So I had to call him back and tell him, babe, I'm not at the normal spot. And he was like, well, where are you? I don't know. I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know what street I was on. I didn't know what road I was on. It was filled with snow, and I was like, I don't know. There's so much snow. I don't even know what road I'm on. And he was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, how am I supposed to find you? And I was like, well, it's the first street you make a right, and the second street you make a left, and then the first street you make a right. Oh, he's like, that's it. You're done. I'm taking your keys. Oh, girl. Dude, like, seriously, you guys only get a glimpse. Right? Like, you guys only get a glimpse of my life online, which is a pretty good glimpse, right? Because I can't make this shit up. Could you imagine what happens when the cameras are off? It's such a good time. Hi, honeys. It's such a good time. So, anyways, so I'm sitting there. I come back. I tell TikTok, like, I had to make the phone call. Papa Damian, he's not happy with me. I'm in trouble. I need a reality show. And they're like, oh, it's fine. My husband mad too. Don't worry about it, girl. Had that whole conversation, whatever. So then, lo and behold, here comes the plow truck. And I was like, oh my God, the SOS is here. Look, there's a plow truck. So I get out of my car, and I like run in the middle of the street, and I'm like this. I'm like, could you help me, please? My husband's mad at me. Please help me so my husband don't have to come out and get me, so I don't have to be in trouble. I swear to God, it was the funniest shit ever. And the guy, the plow truck guy was like, he looked at me and he was like, I gotta finish plowing the road, but I'll be back. And he was an older man, right? He was an older gentleman. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. So I heard him run my car and I was like, hell yeah, TikTok. I have to call Popular Demand and tell him to forget it. 86 it. I don't need his help. I have another man to help me. So I called him and I was like, babe, don't worry about it. I got a man to help. He was like, what do you mean you got a man to help? There's this guy, the plower. He's like, it's too fucking late. I already started the van. I'm getting in it right now. I'm on my way. I was like, oh, great. Here we go. Yes, girl, this was on live. All of this happened on a live. Yes, girl. The live is posted on my YouTube if you guys want to watch it because it's quite funny. I think me telling the story is funnier than because I think I tell stories pretty funny, right? But it happened. All of this happened. Oh, it's funny. I'll do a green screen of it. Yes, I'll do it. Yes, girl. My puppy was sitting in the front seat, just minding his own business, doing his thing, and I'm just like, whatever, like calm as calm could be, like, hey, honey, good morning. Hello, good evening. Calm as calm could be, and I'm like, okay, until I was like, shit, I have to call Popular Demand. I really don't, want to do that. So anyways, we got the plow, right? The plow came through and he went down the road and came back and did what he had to do. And then as soon as he got back, he stopped and pulled over and I got out and he said, all right, you got a shovel? And I was like, no, I got a broom. I got my broom and my car mats. He was like, oh, okay, well, get back in the car, honey, and put it in drive, and I'm going to try and push you out. And I was like, okay, like, if you think you can do that all by yourself, no problem. So I got in the car, did my thing, and he was like, it didn't work. So then here comes Popular Demand. And I was like, oh, there's my husband, like, he's here, he's got a shovel, like, thank you for your help, you could go on your work day. He's like, no, I want to make sure you're okay. We got to get you out of here. And, it's fine. Yes, I got out. So he went and got a couple shovelfuls of salt and put salt around, each tire and got in the car and him, Popular Man, pushed me out. Saved the day. Popular Demand, once again, saved the day. And it's funny because look at girls and guys, on my live, right? Like I was live the whole time, even when the boys pushed me out. So you see my phone, as soon as I start going, my phone was on my dash and it goes flying. It goes flying across my car and you hear me scream, oh my God, TikTok, are you okay? I don't know where you're at, but I'm out and it's fine. I gotta go. TikTok, where you at? You're lost in the seat somewhere. Was you in there? That was a hard fall. Yes, girl, yes. So, there it is. For those of you guys who want to watch it, there it is. It's up. I posted it this morning. I had to. I made a video saying that I was going to post it. Some of you guys went over there and watched it. I don't think by my video you guys knew exactly what was going on for the ones that weren't in there. I know, right? But I'm telling you, it's, you know, it's actually quite funny. Oh, wait, let me flip. Let me flip my camera. So then, after you guys, I get out, and you guys go flying, I was like, oh, man, now I have to go to work? Not cool. But I did. I made it home okay, safe, got ready for work, and was only 5 minutes late. I was only 5 minutes late. Could you believe that? After all that. We should just watch it together. Do you guys just want to watch it? Yes, thank you for all your advice and love and support, because I don't know what I would have done if I didn't take my mats out of my car and put them under my tire so that I could shovel snow up out of my car, because it was so cold out. That saved a lot of snow on the ground, not on my pants. I haven't finished my bingo card quite yet. Has anybody made a bingo card? Let me see a raise of hands. Who made a bingo card? How much snow did you get? I'm hurt from work, so I can't work right now. Back issues. Oh, you did. Okay. Lisa did. Okay. Ingrid Hart did. Anybody else make a bingo card? Five across, five down. Right. Right. Okay. So for those of you who don't know, right, we're going to play bingo. And what we're going to do is, you guys are responsible for making your own cards. And then we're going to listen to my best friend. Well, what you guys are going to do is fill in your boxes with what sayings my best friend is going to say. Right? Everybody knows who my best friend is, right? I know they were. They really were, weren't they? No, nobody knows who my best friend is. Best friend, insert the emoji. The eye roll. Oh, that's funny. All right, back to my filter then. Back to my filter. Any questions? No questions. Oh, shenanigans. All right, movie night.